Hello everybody and welcome to a new world. While I start talking, I'm just gonna basically get on to a few things, so there is a small chance I will get distracted knowing me. But basically, this is a new world, single player survival world. As you can see, it says save and quit to title instead of disconnect, and stuff freezes around me, and I'm pressing tab right now and nothing's showing up. So I talked about doing this a little while back in the little update video I did just a tad back, where I said I wanted to do a single play series, and I said in there it would both parallel to Biomes Exile, or Biome Exile rather, there is no S technically. I said that, and I also said I'd explain a few more things in this video once it eventually got made, and it took me a very long time to get it made because I just wanted to make sure I knew some things that I wanted to say during this. I just wanted to make sure internally I was like, yeah, that's right, that's correct, this, that, and whatever. So while we do this, that is going to be our little plan for today. So right off the bat, first thing, this is probably 99% chance this is going to be less frequent than the Biome Exile SMP server. And the reason for that is, well, there's a few reasons. One, the main one is, you know, the server is a server, there are multiple people on it, and considering the way the server is, and kind of, you know, the uniqueness of the server, the way we have it, is people are relying on me for certain materials, like mushroom stew if they really want it, mushroom, mycelium, there's a few other things on shops that I'm going to eventually make, and I need to make sure those are all stocked up. So that is going to be same schedule. Now, schedule I have is very sporadic with that, but I have a rule of a minimum one per week, because that's kind of our rule for the server, is one video per week at minimum, unless certain things come up, obviously. But obviously it's not been, what was it, 9? I've done 9 episodes, I think. It's not been 9 weeks since it started, so it's kind of obvious I'm not going by that one a week thing at the moment. Maybe in the future when it gets a bit more difficult to build things, we'll do that. But at this moment in time, now is the most difficult time to actually be building stuff, because just simply the fact that we don't all have the materials we want to. Not everything is built, so it's just kind of becomes a bit difficult to get certain things, and hopefully that changes in the future. But getting back to this video, and not that server entirely, because of basically, you know, it being a server, people relying me on it, and other small things, just, you know, the other human interaction, I guess, and also, you know, that's running 24/7, so in theory, you know, stuff at least in spawn is going to be, you know, working every moment of time. So, you know, I've got more incentive to build things there, since it's going to constantly be played on, rather than only here where it's only going to be played on by me. But still, I'm going to be playing on it. But I wanted to run it as a parallel because I think I'm in the best biome. Or at least one of the best biomes. There's a few other biomes that I think you could technically do this with. So depending on what I've called this video, at the moment it's kind of a work in progress title, but I'm probably going to stick with it, which is Biomes Included. So currently we got Biome Exile, so biome singular, one biome, exile. So we're exiled to one biome each, 8 of us. Well, 8 main of us, and then other people that join along. So basically, you know, I can use the single word biome there, but in this, I like the idea of it being biomes included. So us being in the mushroom biome on the Biome Exile server means that I'm very unlikely to be getting that here. This isn't a large biome or a large biomes world, so it's also different from, you know, the Biomes Exile server. God, I'm adding biomes now. It's weird. Anyway, but basically, because I've got one of the rarest, maybe other than the ice spike biome that Ben has, I like the idea that I can do the things I can't do very easily on the server because of my location here, and also potentially help the other guys out on here as well. So I can travel to the different biomes and be like, this is a great way to do this. And then if, let's say, one of the, you know, the other guys on the server is like, hey, that's really helpful for my biome, I'm gonna go do that, then I'm gonna help those guys out, and I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, and I just kind of I like the idea of having this be my playground, whereas I'm kind of restricted slightly in terms of other biomes. Like, I can't place stuff in other people's biomes and stuff like that, so there are a few things I can't do, whereas here, you know, world is my playground, world is my oyster, I can do whatever I want. So, and also I can build bigger, better things here because I don't have to worry about people necessarily having issues with coming on here, because I'm going to be the only one on here, so as long as it works for me, you know, everything's fine. Now that is possible with the Biome Exile server, because not many people are going to come to my biome necessarily a lot of the time, because obviously they can't really do much there. So, you know, take that as it is. You know, it's still better for me to build the bigger, better things that aren't going to cause issues for potentially other people on this world than that, and then I can build other versions. And there's also things that only work on servers and only work on single player, because they've got to account for lag and latency and all that sort of stuff. So it's good to have that as our parallel. And we've already got lava, and we're already down to hardly any hearts. Let's pick up one of these because bone meal's going to be our friend. And let's go up here. And there's a village. Great start, because I need food. Is that a mushroom? That is. Okay, just going to pick up a few little things around here. But yeah, in general, this is probably going to be less frequent, just because, as I said, I've got more incentive to help the other guys out. And, you know, also, you know, here, let's say I've got a build that I need to build currently, and I can't make that build until a few people restock on the server. Not naming any names, but there's 3 shops that I need to stock up. I think one of them has at this point, so I need 2 to restock certain things that I'm currently just waiting for. So there are, you know, things like that I have to wait for, whereas here I can just go to, let's say I needed a ton of packed ice, which I did for that mob spawner. I could just, you know, find an ice spike biome. It's easier said than done, though. And yeah, I could just do that, and then you know, we're all happy. We're happy and done. Another thing as well is the fact that, you know, I can maybe experiment with a few of the updates now. Minecon. At Minecon 1.1's changelog was released. I think it was last night as the time of recording, and there are a few interesting things there, such as the cartographer for the librarians and stuff. So I think it'll be good, because on here we can, for example, go to those places on our own, whereas, you know, I think all the sea temples have been taken out of our near areas, at least, when it comes to, you know, our biomes, just because otherwise we could have all the prismarine and stuff for from Molecular Narwhal, and then you'd just kind of be ruined at that point. Oh my god, we got a bounty. Saddle and iron armor. Good, and we haven't even made a workbench? Yeah, crafting table, whatever. And we've also got these. And this is actually my first find of beetroots ever. I have never used a beetroot before in this game. So that's interesting. So yeah, this is probably just going to be a basic introduction sort of episode, because, and I don't know, everybody's seen people start Minecraft before. It's kind of a done thing. But one good thing is we don't actually have to build a house at this particular moment. So I know how Milan felt when he found his village. Oh, you were also, I just want to check. You are a weaponsmith. Good. We've also got a dark oak forest, which is good because dark oak is my favorite block in this game. Except from maybe red stained clay, but definitely one of my top blocks of this game, which sucks that I'm not in the dark oak biome in the server. Also, there's an area down here, and there's big mountains. Yeah, I think I have plans for this. So I think what I'll try and do is I think it would be cool to like take this village and expand off it, and constantly, you know, be expanding further and further, so that we always have a village. That might be quite kind of cool. Maybe not a physical like villager village, just because of the way that I would want a villager breeder, and it's not going to have them really near another village, and same with iron farms and all that. But yeah, there's a few things that we can do, and there's a good thing I actually haven't got any rotten potatoes yet. Now, where do we want to settle down? I think I wanted to settle down in here, just because it's got that gated out area, and I think If I remember correctly, this is my favorite type of house in a village, so that's good. Let's just build some tools. That's not how you build tools. That's how you build tools. Right. So, basically, what I think is going to happen, we have our sunset already. What I think is the best way of doing this is probably ending off the episode fairly soon, getting our bed at least made first, and then I think the best way of doing this is, instead of me going out mining for cobblestone or anything, I'll do some basic mining up to maybe some iron, maybe, and then, or at least get myself like at least a full set of stone tools and stuff like that, and maybe some leather armor to fill in the blanks, and maybe, I don't know, a few, just some basic materials, and then we can start actually, building some stuff. I want to fix this village up and stuff like that, I think, get straight into the action sort of thing. So, this is going to be the first little introductory episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you are excited for this, like the video and all that, and if you got any suggestions for this series or the Biome Exile server, I would love to hear them. I'm going to also take this chest because I've realized how useful this chest is going to be. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I can't wait for the next episode, which might come out a bit quicker, considering, how basic we are right now and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.